8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, as you can see, I put different cartridges today. Let's play some Donkey Kong. That's one of the newest Mario games. There are more, but this is the game that I have for this month. So that's the intro.
Amazing Mini Mario Toy. Hurry, Mike. Bananas. Mini Mario Toy. It walks, it talks, it says. Each one comes in its own crystal ball. Collect one, collect them all. Be the first one on your block to own the amazing new Mini Mario Toy. Hurry before they're all sold out. Hurry, buy one, buy them all. Buy them all. Buy them all. Buy them all.
Helga was waiting for Life is Strange. What is this? This is the Mario Donkey Kong, and we will play a little bit just for fun, and then we will go to Life is Strange. Okay, we will also go to the Before the Storm. Okay, what's this? Okay, so I have finished this. It's the first file. I will go to the second one. Casual, recommend for players who want a more relaxed game. Recommend for players looking for more for some. No, casual, thank you. Mario's anyways difficult. Let's have it a little bit less difficult. You can change the play style in the pose or level select menus. Okay, no I won't, thank you. You must be a masochist to wanna play Mario in the difficult setup, as if it is not already difficult. We are in the World 1. Helga, will you play again Luigi's Mansion? Yes, I will. I will one day.
Here we go.
Okay. 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 Helga, why do you look at the controllers? You don't know the trick. I know them. I don't remember them. I never do. Thank you. Okay. Wow.
Here we go.
Yeah, we already knew that. That's nostalgia from the other game. The first Donkey Kong game was released, I think, in the late 1970s, early 1980s, and it was just that. I'm telling you because in China you have banned everything, and you probably didn't have the game back then. So yeah, it's exactly as the first Donkey Kong game where Mario made his appearance. You were playing as Mario, and Donkey Kong was the villain. And then the franchise changed and became Super Mario, with Mario being the central figure, like the poster that I have, Mario Bros. So yeah. What the fuck, what I'm doing now? Am I missing something here? The fuck? So you only have 2 gifts here. What the fuck? Fuck yourself. There is the blue gift. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Mario should go to the Olympic Games after all this. Angelica, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah! Here we go! Yup, woohoo! Yahoo! Yup, woohoo! Yahoo! Beep. Oh, yep. Woohoo!
Okay.
Woohoo!
I have to take the why is he making everything so difficult when it's so easy? Okay. Activating freeze score mode will freeze the game and enable you to move the camera around. Okay. You could go with drifts. Look at you fucking keep. Okay. Let's finish off with the levels and then we'll go back to Life is Strange.
Here we go. Woohoo!
Ah, okay, you can throw it, okay. Now how the fucking end of it was that's what happened. So yeah.
Oh, yeah! Here we go! Woohoo! Yahoo!
I think, yeah. Ah, oh, okay.
Woohoo! Yahoo!
I didn't want to do that. what the actual fuck is going on here in this level. Okay. I didn't understand it. I'm always making my fixing my life difficult for no reason. Backflip. Okay, I have. Okay. Okay, so we have the 2 levels.
Let's go, little guys.
Let's go, little guys. Okay, we have to do the letters. And now we will battle Donkey. We finished.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Congratulations. Congratulations, Mario Toy Company clears. Okay, let's now play Life is Strange because we are already playing for about 26 minutes, 27. I have here the no, that's Mario Odyssey. Life is Strange. Yeah. Now let's fix the camera. Okay. Let's begin. Okay, let's skip.
Alex, do you have the USB drive?
I do. It's all here. Gabe's call, their secret plan, the cover-up.
You need to come with me to the station. Alex, don't make this hard. Probably isn't how you pictured your first spring festival, huh?
I have the footage from before, so yes, I am actually saying this after you will have seen the edited video, but I recorded the previous sequence before she ended up in the station yesterday, if you remember. So now you obviously see the edited video, but in real life I record today the next one. Okay.
Not exactly.
Coffee?
No thanks, how about a beer? Coffee would be great. Coffee would be great.
Coffee would be great. Thanks.
I don't know why I offered. We're actually out.
Whatever.
Pike, why am I here?
The long and short of it is, Diane is charging you with stealing her USB drive.
What? That's bullshit. Helga, would you have stolen the USB drive if you were in her case? No, because first, that's theft, and nobody would give a shit if I found proof about my dead brother if I had stolen property that belongs to somebody that works for the company, for example. You get what I mean? So, No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be that stupid. It's a violation of property. What would I do if I were in her case? I would have used my powers, obviously. I would have extracted confession with my own means, not like that. So, what? That's bullshit. I don't agree with either of them. What?
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, let's. I don't know what to say here because I would have never done that. If I would like to know something, I wouldn't have stolen property. I would never stolen somebody's property, but even if I had to, I would never do that because this is violation of the commandments of Moses for me. And Moses says, don't steal, okay? Even if I had to do that, but that's, I would have never, again, I stress out, I would never do that. But even if I had to, I wouldn't be that stupid to take property from somebody that works for the company I'm trying to frame for a murder because it's a fucking company. Like, fuck my life, obviously. Obviously, they're gonna retaliate and they will use it against me. I'm not that stupid, but yeah, that's the perks of being like a mystic. You have to think ahead of everything, okay? No. No. Thank you. Bye. Almost checkpoint.
Is there still this USB drive or not?
Yes.
At least tell me you looked at it.
I can't. Sorry.
Why not? You need to. Okay, you need to. Okay.
You're conducting an investigation into Typhon, right? Everything you've been looking for is on that drive.
Despite my best efforts, the case is closed. The order came down today. I did what I could, but, the evidence just wasn't there. Sorry, Alex.
Obviously, they would say that. I have evidence. Order from who? I am not that stupid to ask. To say I have evidence because welcome to reality. Evidence don't matter. And if you're like Helga, but I'm referencing scholars in my articles, no. Nobody gives a shit what you reference or what you don't reference in your articles. Everybody is gonna look what you say, and that's the gospel truth for them, okay? And if you wonder why I know that, did Agamben say anything about zombies? No. Thank you. Did I make myself clear with this? Like, you're already doing stuff that people that have my expertise are doing, and you're not one of us, okay? You are repeating people's stuff. You are repeating things that Fitzgerald is telling you to say, okay? This is how it works. This is how mysticism works. Nobody's gonna listen if, let's say Helga says, I have to say that Richard killed his nephews because Stephen wrote in a manuscript that he saw Richard doing it, and he had a dagger, and the dagger had blood. Do you think if somebody reads this, they will start questioning if Stephen is actually truthful or whatever? No, obviously no. They would just hear what I said, what did I say? Richard didn't kill his nephews. Then the next scholar will go and they will say, Helga said Richard didn't kill his nephews. I say he killed his nephew. Sorry, Helga said Richard killed his nephews. I say he didn't because I am referencing said scholar. How would we call this scholar? Peter. Okay, Peter said that Elizabeth Woodville, the queen, ousted one of her sons away to the Netherlands, and she didn't have any of her sons in the tower. She only had them in the Netherlands. And if you think this is paranoia, how do you pronounce this word? It's Greek, it's paranoia. Paranoia means like out of your mind, okay? If you think this is crazy, hold on a second. Do you think they would give a shit for the truth? No, they wanna read and make up their own minds because the mystic is feeding with lies, and they just wanna hear only that, no nothing more. I saw this for the first time with the historians, and I saw that you guys are also doing it, like everybody's doing that, okay? So when somebody says Elizabeth Woodville said Peter the scholar ousted her sons in the Netherlands and nobody was in the tower were other two boys, nobody's gonna question, like maybe Richard nevertheless killed two boys. No, the question is, did Richard kill the princes in the tower? And if the answer to this question is no, and the answer to this question, even if it is, no, he didn't kill the princes in the tower, he actually killed two other boys. No, nobody's gonna look at that. Nobody. They just want an answer if he killed them or not. That's it. If they take the answer that there were other two boys, random boys in there, and somebody killed them, nobody will actually hear that. They don't care. Because the problem is not the evidence, the problem is the truth, okay? They're fighting the truth. Have you seen those people that say about the camps that they didn't exist, and the survivors of the camps? You know which camps, right? In 1940. The survivors were faked, and they had faked tattoos. That's what I mean. Nobody cares about evidence. If you have pictures, if you have files, if you have anything, okay? This is how mysticism works. It works in the darkness. It thrives in darkness. My father likes evidence. That's why he says it is written in the world, this and that. When he was battling with Satan in the desert, it is written this and that. It is written this and that. This is how my father worked that. And this is the correct way of doing it, because you actually evidently show that you don't fight with the truth. You haven't fought against the truth and won, okay, with the lies. So saying here, I have evidence, he says, I have evidence. Nobody cares about the evidence. Even if they are correct, even if they are wrong, nobody cares. The only thing they care at this point is if the USB drive was stolen, and justice should be given because the USB drive is stolen. Zero fucks given if she grieves for her brother and made a mistake, if she found something, if she didn't find something, if she's a bad one, nobody gives a shit. They only care about the USB drive, and that's it. So you don't say I have evidence. Nobody gives a fuck if you have evidence. Nobody wants to know the truth. The evidence point to the truth. Do you think people want to know the truth? No. People have fought with the truth long ago. The other question, however, says order from who? I know the answer in this question. The answer in this question is, well, I have played the game. I remember that specific instance. I remember that, but the order is given by Typhon, okay, on obviously, boss is boss, this is how you will see it, or actually, I will put you a frame here, how Pike says it. He says, boss is boss, like Claudius was for Andrei, for example, then Asuju. I will put you a frame from another YouTuber how this discussion goes. If you select order from who, right here.
The order came down today from who?
High up. Boss's boss. It's not my job to know.
Okay, now that you saw how it actually works, I will show you now the answer to the question. I have the sentence I have evidence, because I told you I would actually ask order from who, even though I know the answer, I wouldn't say it. Even though I know the answer for order from who, because obviously it's Typhon, as you saw, I would never say like a stupid person, I have evidence, because nobody cares. But I want you to see it in action, how it works. I have evidence. Nobody gives a damn fuck about that. Nobody wants to know the truth, okay? So I will play the answer that I wouldn't say now, so that you can see evidently so why what I say is truthful, okay?
I have the evidence. Right here.
It doesn't matter.
Can you see what I'm talking about? Nobody gives a shit. Be clever. If you wanna win with the other mother, do you remember Coraline? She didn't play fair. She played cleverly. She deceived the other mother. She made the other mother think that she had the upper hand and deceived her in order to win the game, in order to escape. She didn't win the game, let's say that, let's put it that way. She tricked the other mother to open the door, give her the key, and take everything, everybody, the ghost children, her parents, the cat, and get the hell out of the other world. You get what I mean? You trick, you play mind games like a mystic. You don't use the truth to your advantage in order to survive with these people, because they don't care about the truth. It's like you are using the wolf's teeth directly on your skin, and I know that that shouldn't be the case, because the truth is supposed to set you free. This is what my father says about the truth. The truth will set you free. It doesn't work like that for these people. They don't want to play fair, and the other mother didn't plan to play fair. They had an agreement, that was the truth, and the kid told Coraline, be clever, miss, even if you win, she will never let you go. It's like trying to play truth or lie with a liar. What are the chances they were gonna say a truth to you? Never. You don't have to, you shouldn't trust them ever, ever. You have to play exactly in the manner that they will play, and predict the unpredictable with them, and that's why you need a mystic in that. You need somebody that actually has experience, you know. So let's see how it works. It doesn't matter.
Look, what happened to my brother wasn't an accident.
Nobody
It was
cares.
criminal. The files on that drive prove it.
That could be true.
Yeah,
Let's say it is.
yeah.
The issue is you stole Typhon's property. I can't work with that.
Can you see what I'm talking about? You have to play clever, not truthfully. Because now they are using that against her, and that's why I said I would never do that. I would use my mysticism to extract information, and how I'll probably question her, you know, because I'm more experienced than other people usually. I would have found a way to extract information, because she wouldn't have understood that I'm actually trying to extract information from her. Once I was, when I had you as my supervisors, it was about February. We had a meetup with the reader, and he explained to us how some stuff works as the reader that he was, and uh, he asked me a direct question, how are things going with you in the camera. So yeah, that was like a meeting with camera. I'm not quite sure if it was like recorded, I think not. Anyways, he asked me how are things going with Ze. Okay, I understood from his syntax. I don't remember how he phrased it. He didn't say it exactly that. I understood from his sentence that he was trying to understand what exactly you and I are working on. Now, obviously, as I said, I am a mystic. I'm not. I'm not. I don't have eyes in my back. I don't know what he meant by that. What type of information he was fishing me for? Was it fishing me if I actually agreed with you on the same topic that I told him a year ago to do and he refused me? Was it to see how you think of me and he wanted to use that against me? I don't know what exactly he was asking me for, but I understood from his syntax that he was trying to fish information about my whereabouts. And I answered, good, thanks. He didn't even respond to me. And if you're like, Helga, why does this matter? It matters because it means that I blocked the fuck out of him and he couldn't continue the discussion. He asked me specifically, nobody else in the room, we were other classmates as well. Okay, he asked me directly, only me. I wasn't the only person that had another supervisor. He had, yes, the majority of us, but the woman also had some people, and you, the woman and himself, right? I think the teacher of Islam didn't have anybody that year. Okay, anyways, he didn't ask the people that were with the woman. He asked only me, and I understood. I didn't get that he's a mystic. I didn't get that, but I got that he's fishing information, and I didn't give anything to him. I told him, good, thanks. You can't take anything from that. Anything. It's good, thanks. He didn't even say nice to hear it. Nothing, absolutely nothing. He said like, tell me, and I didn't, and he didn't continue. He didn't, and you know that usually he's very kind, and he's like, when he's responding, he will say, you're welcome, pleasure, you know, he's answering like that. He didn't say anything because I blocked him, and that's what I'm saying, that you have to play clever with such people because they are trying to use stuff against you, and you have to be prepared. Like as here with Typhon, she says that I have evidence, and he says you stole Typhon's property. Be clever. That doesn't work like that. Okay, they will use that against you because they have fought with the truth. I get the point. Shouldn't matter. I get the point.
Okay, I get the point. I'm sorry I stole the drive, but...
Apologizing isn't enough.
Obviously, it's not enough.
Alex, you're not thinking about this clearly.
Seems pretty clear to me.
Diane wants to charge you with computer fraud.
Exactly.
That's a federal crime, Alex. 5 to 10, easy.
Five to 10 means that prison. Yeah, I don't know this. 5 to 10 meaning. Okay. I can't find it. I will ask Copilot. Copilot, Pike told Alex in The Life is Strange that it is a federal crime. 5 to 10 easy. What does 5 to 10 mean? Okay, yeah, okay, meaning 5 to 10 years in prison. Oh, yeah, you solved it. Thanks a lot. I will continue my video now. So yeah, it means 5 to 10 years in prison. Yeah, obviously, it's gonna go against her. Yeah. No way. Fuck Diane. Fuck. Uh, I don't agree with the context because as I said, I wouldn't have stolen the USB drive, but I wanna so much say fuck Diane.
You know what? Fuck Diane. This isn't justice. This is a joke.
It's not that bad. Hey, I talked to her, and despite how angry she is at everything you did, she's willing to let it go.
Oh, malaka. Oh, malaka. Helga, why are you cursing in Greek? She's fucking with us. He and she are fucking with us. Fuck my life. They're fucking with us. She said she wants you to be charged with computer fraud. And then she says she's willing to let go despite everything that happened. She's fucking with my brain like a mystic. Fuck my life. Helga, you didn't see that coming. How can I see it coming if they don't speak? I can only speak if they speak, and now they spoke and I see it. Okay. So she says computer fraud. He says 5 to 10 years to actually play with our heads. That you might go to prison. And now that he said that, then he says, you know what? She's willing to let go. It's no big deal. You could go to prison, but we are good people. You are not gonna go to prison. We are gonna settle this fair and square. Can't you see the manipulation they are trying to do in her head? And obviously, you have the professional here. We're not gonna take any shit here. Let's see how this will work.
If you agree to drop everything,
Okay.
Typhon won't press any charges.
Fuck my life. Oh, malaka. They are fucking scared. They are like cornered like mice inside the wall, and they wait for the cat to eat them. And the cat is us. That's why they are doing that. They said maybe you will go to prison, but we won't go get you to prison because you are willing to settle everything. If you drop everything you are doing, we won't press any charges. That's a fucking trap. And if you're like, Helga, what type of trap? It's not a trap only to make you drop the charges and sign the goddamn paper, because that's what they want you to do. Not only, if you sign the paper, they are gonna press charges against you. Why? Because you have signed a fucking legal document that you have stolen property by Typhon. You get what I mean? That's a fucking trap. If you like, I agree. Helga Pace, I agree that I will drop all the charges against Typhon because I stole the USB drive of Diane, and I agree I won't press any charges against them for what I know, so that they won't take me to prison. Signed, Helga Pace, okay? Helga Gao, whatever you prefer. I guess you prefer Helga Gao at this stage, okay? Helga the Tall. Okay, they take it. I have agreed to drop the charges. I have given the USB. And what are they doing now? They will take me to court because I have agreed, I have confessed on fucking legal paper that I actually stole property from them. Okay, does that make any sense? If you don't have camera recording or anything, like a phone call, does Alex have a phone call? I don't remember that. Like, if she didn't say over the phone or in a text that she has Diane's USB drive, nobody can harm her, okay? Because there is no evidence on paper, okay? I know I told you that the evidence don't work, but I'm telling you that they can't use them in a legal, in a court to use it against you. If you said in the text, I have a USB drive, and you don't specifically say it's from Diane, nobody can harm you with that because they can't prove that it was actually hers. Yes, it shows whose it is. You can actually get, yes, it's Diane's, whose else, but it's not written. It's not the name there, okay? And if you say it could be any USB drive, it could be my USB drive that had copies and I took them whatever, I found it on the street and I didn't know whose it was, okay? and I took it home. That's not a crime. But when you actually say I stole it and I don't press any charges anymore, you agree, you confess you actually did that, okay, and that can be used against you. So not only she will have agreed with Typhon, she will go to prison, okay. That's how it works. And fuck my life, fuck. So even if she has the USB drive and gives it back to Diane, Diane can't use that against her because there is no a proof that she had the USB drive. Even if she spoke with her, that doesn't mean that there is proof, okay? Because there is nothing to prove it. If there is no surveillance camera or a text, it's like never happened, okay? Why the deal? Doesn't this mean she's guilty? Why the I would fish for information. I wouldn't say doesn't that mean she's guilty. I would say why the deal?
Why would she do that?
She just wants this whole thing to go away. This is how to make that happen.
She's afraid. She's afraid because they know we have them at hand and they are afraid. They don't know. Just because they know that evidence can't be used, that doesn't mean that they aren't scared. The other side, the dark side, the mystics are always afraid because they don't know how you can use your knowledge against them. That's what terrifies them, because Zeus is a god of terror and he's using this terror on you and you are getting used to feeling terror. So even if there is no logical explanation for your terror, you always feel it nevertheless.
Fuck that. I'm not signing anything.
Alex.
No. Typhon buried something in the mountains. Something so massive they ignored Gabe's call and set off the blast just to cover it up. Don't you want to know what it is?
What do you mean, cover it up?
Another blast, unannounced, set off at the exact same time at the old mining site. And all of it happened just a few weeks before inspections were set to begin. Come on, Pike. It's all right here.
Like I said, it doesn't matter. Alex, please, just sign the form, and we can both go back to the party.
No.
Alex, this is not an offer that you can choose.
I said no.
No, it's not an option.
She's afraid.
What are you so scared of?
See for yourself.
Shit. What could be in that envelope?
Alex, please. I don't want you to get hurt.
Then help me, damn it. Pike's really shaken. A deal. Just like they offered Charlotte. Fuck me.
Let's read it before everything. Okay. Typhon Mining Company. Release and waiver agreement. Typhon Mining Company, hereby referred to as the releaser, agrees to drop all charges against Alexandra Chen, hereby referred to as the releasee. Charges to be dropped. 1. Federal count computer fraud under USC 1038-2C. 1. State count theft under CRS 18-4-4011A. In exchange, the release must cease and desist all efforts to defame, surveil, or otherwise harm the releaser. Signature, release, witness date. Okay, that doesn't say anything. Okay, let's look at here. Okay, Typhon Mining Security. Threat evaluation. Subject Chen Alexandra and the Typhon Sentiment brother Gabriel Chen died in an accident related to Typhon Mining blast. Assessment. Intel shows subject had a high level of determination and efficiency. Negative affectation has persisted. beyond predicted bereavement period. Suspect also appears to have possession of federal data and information. Threat priority 1, immediate action required. Okay. H&B, Private Investigation Services, subject Alexandra Chen, investigation type threat assessment, object version dates 5-1, 5/25/2019, investigation summary 5-1, began following subject after meeting with Mark Loudon. Subject met with man identified as Ryan Lucan, little else of note. 5/13, subject spent 3 hours in apartment. Wi-Fi screen monitoring revealed researches into Typhoon's history and legal litigation records. 5/25, subject met and spoke with client in the Black Lantern. It appears subject has stolen an object from client. Okay, let's break that down. So they have her picture. They say that they are following her. Now you will see the do's and don'ts of mysticism. So they are following her for about a month. 5/1, 5/25, about a month, 20 days, 24 days. Okay. So, Mark Loudon. So they say she met with Mark Loudon. She spent hours searching for Typhon. She was speaking with Diane. That can't be used against her. Why? Because, let's turn this a little down. I will read you the sentences so you understand. Yes, they were following her, but that doesn't mean anything. Subject began following subject, okay, after meeting with Mark Loudon. So subject Alex met Mark Loudon, okay. Just because he works with Typhon doesn't that mean anything. Subject met with man identified as Ryan Lucan, little else of note. Okay, so not only she met with Mark Loudon, that means nothing. She also met with a random person later. Nothing. That's nothing. Alex spent 3 hours in apartment. Wi-Fi screen monitoring revealed searches into Typhon's history and legal litigation records. That doesn't mean anything. How can you connect that she was searching the history of Typhon with Mark Loudon and Ryan Lucan? Nothing. It's bullshit. Alex met and spoke with client in the Black Lantern. She could be actually like a client, exactly as I said. It was a customer. She's working in the Black Lantern, and Diane went there and she ate and drank her coffee. That doesn't mean anything. It appears subject has stolen an object from client. Keywords. It appears. They don't have evidence. Didn't I tell you, if you don't have direct evidence, doesn't mean anything at the end of the day? That's what I mean. They don't have direct evidence. They have suspicions. They are doing divination. That shit is bullshit. And so is that one. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't say anything. Okay. So let's see the other one. Okay. So they are following also the other people. Okay. Typhon Mining Security, subject threat, threat evaluation subject, Lucan Ryan, okay. Anti-Typhon sentiment. Close friend Gabriel Chen died in an accident related to Typhon Mining Blast. And does that mean that he's against Typhon or anything? Assessment. Assessing Alexandra Chen with her efforts against Typhon, involved in an extremely distraught over accident. Subject has high-level knowledge of both geography and residents of Haven. Threat priority 1, immediate action required. In the assessment, assisting Alexandra Chen with her efforts against Typhon, so he's helping her, they say, involved in an extremely distraught over accident. Subject has high-level knowledge of both geography and residents of Haven. That's not a threatening document, that's a threatened document. The fucker who has written that is fucking scared. He's gnashing his teeth like fuck. They say that he has knowledge in geography and the residents, and he's also friend of Alexandra and friend of Gabriel Chen, Gabe Chen, and he's very fucked up about the accident. That doesn't mean that he's working against Typhon. That means that Typhon is scared of him and they are hiding something. Bullshit. That paper is also hella bullshit, okay? Let's see now about Steph, I guess. Yes. Typhon Mining Security, Threat Evaluation, Subject Jean Gritch, Stephanie. Anti-Typhon Sentiment, close friend Gabriel Chen died in an accident related to Typhon Mining Blast. That's exactly the same with before. Assessment, assisting Alexandra Chen in her efforts has proven resourceful and dangerous. How has she proven dangerous and resourceful? In what sense? Yeah, your question, in what sense is dangerous and resourceful? They don't even explain. They want you to be scared of the sentences, but the sentences are vague as fuck, okay? Threat priority 2, immediate action recommend. Okay, that paper is bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Is this a threat?
No, it's not.
What did you expect?
It's not a threat.
Typhon, a global organization with billions in revenue and
With billions of revenue and very stupid mystics that do their job. They don't know how to do their job properly.
army of lawyers. Who knows how many politicians in their pockets would just throw up their hands and say, "You got us."
I don't know. I thought I could get justice. I would say I don't know because I don't agree with either of these sentences. But let's play that.
I don't know. I was just focused on getting the truth.
Any truthful person would do that, but you have to be clever.
Is that you have no idea what Typhon is capable of.
Nothing. It's fighting with an empty gun. That's what they are doing. They are afraid. And if you're like, Helga, it's a great company. No, don't see it that way. If they are such a great and huge and enormous and powerful company and has reached divine heights, why are they scared of a girl 21 years old from the middle of nowhere with her two little friends that are partying and fucking each other? Can you answer me this question? If the Typhon company is so strong, so unsinkable, like Titanic, okay, why are they afraid of an iceberg in the middle of the ocean? Like Chen, Alexandra, for example, and her friends. They aren't gonna do anything to her. They are just bullshitting her because they are fucking scared. They're gnashing their teeth. Okay? Did I make myself clear with that? If you are unsinkable Titanic, then don't be scared of an iceberg, the tip of a tiny iceberg in the middle of the ocean. Why are you afraid of the ocean then? Why are you afraid of the iceberg? I thought that you were the jewel of Ireland and unsinkable, but you don't really seem like that. Can't you get what I mean? Why are they afraid of her if they are so powerful? They have all those politicians in their pockets and they can do anything they want to. Because they can't. They can't. It's fake. They just know how to show their teeth because they are mystics.
Shit.
Believe me, I want nothing more than to make these fuckers pay. I've learned the hard way that it's not possible. They're too big, too connected, too ruthless. You can hate me if you want. Call me a coward. But I don't want to lose you like we lost Gabe.
That's what they want you to think, that they're gonna lose Alex as they lost Gabe. That's not gonna happen, Zen. You mustn't sign the paper because primarily you shouldn't be afraid of somebody that is so fucking scared of you. If they are so fucking scared of you, you have the upper hand. You have to recognize the power that you have when somebody threatens you like that. You are the one that has the upper hand, not them. You have to understand that, okay? And on the other hand, if you sign the paper, it's a confession that you actually had the USB drive and that can be used against you legally. So be careful, be clever, don't sign papers just because somebody threatens you, okay?
Pike is terrified of Typhon. I bet if I took his fear away.
Yes.
But it's not just about me. Steph and Ryan are in danger too.
They aren't. No.
I want to hurt Typhon so bad.
No.
But can I really put their lives at risk along with mine?
No. Risk taking Pike Sphere. Risk taking Pike Sphere. Take his sphere. Nobody's gonna get hurt by that.
You want to risk your life over this? Gabe, Mac, Alex, who's next? Fuck. Just keep your head down, dummy. You're just a shitheel. Typhon's major league. Typhon doesn't lose. Typhon disappears, people. Let them get killed. Not you.
I know you're afraid. I am too. I know you think that Typhon is too big, too invincible,
They aren't.
but they're not.
No.
I will bring them down.
Yep.
I just need your help.
Have courage. Have courage.
Just have a little courage.
As my dad would say, be courageous, the Lord of Israel is walking before you. That's one of the best verses that the Old Testament has. He will not forsake you, He will not forget you. He is working before you everywhere you go. That's what my father says. My father is not inspiring fear in people, he's inspiring courage. And people have forgotten that alongside with other things about him, because everybody today knows Zeus only and his people and how these people are working. And they are instilling fear all the time. That's why my father says all those times in the Bible, don't be afraid, don't be afraid, don't be afraid, because he knows that these people thrive in the darkness and they want you to be afraid because they have things to hide and reasons to hide these things.
Please.
Fuck. I'll think about it.
Thank you.
Get the hell out of here.
Really?
Alex. Be careful.
I will play the last part and then I will close the camera. Alex, come see me when you get the chance. Jed, Black Lantern Tavern, there's always a corkage fee. Come see me when you get the chance. Okay. Jed, do you remember I said that he gave away his involved in Typhon, okay? He just gave away another clue. Come see me when you get the chance. Okay, he's fucking scared. He's fucking scared. If you're like, Helga, why do you see that? Why does he wanna see us after Pike took us in the station? And he wants to see you after, and you have the chance, like, directly, face to face. Look, you can't escape that. I can't tell you you can't go because you. I remember people when 2J was playing the game, they were telling him, can you avoid going to Jed because you will get into trouble if you go there. You can't ignore the letter because you don't have any choice. The best you can do if you get such a text after that is to be surrounded either by people or think cleverly. We don't have the choice of being around people at the moment. We have to be directly with Jed. The text shows that he's afraid of something. You have to be clever how you talk to him. You have to be very, very clever. I will show you where I disagree, where I agree with what she will say when it comes, because I don't remember off the top of my head what she says, but I'm just telling because people were telling to Jay when he played the game, don't go to Jet, don't go to Jet, don't go to Jet, and some others said you can't skip that, you have to face him because this is how the game works. And I agree, not only the game works like that, you also in real life can't escape that. You don't have any excuse not to go, because if you don't go there, if you play like that and say, I see you are afraid, I don't want to face you, exactly like we did with Nathan and Jefferson. Do you remember I said about Jefferson, don't go to the junkyard? You have a reason not to go to the junkyard. Why? Because Jefferson never said go to the junkyard. He said there will be no evidence left when I will have finished. Okay? He didn't say don't go to the junkyard or go to the barn. So you had to go home because nobody summoned you anywhere. Okay? They implied you have to go there, but they didn't say it explicitly. Explicitly is what matters. You have to say it specifically. Here Jed said specifically come to see me, so you can't ignore that. If you ignore and you don't go there, you give away that you are hiding something, and that can be used by Jed against you. He can come and say why you didn't come, and you don't have anything to answer that is convincing enough. Okay? So that can make you be in more trouble. He can actually be more dangerous than before. You have to go, but be clever how you answer him. I will show you.
Those pictures. How long have they been watching us? And what will they do if...
That's fear. Can you see these pictures? How long have they watched us? What can they do if? That's how a mystic works. They are tampering with your head, and you have to expand your brain and think outside the box. The box already has all the possibilities in mysticism. If you think outside the box, okay, that's terrifying. It's like the box, define the box, the boundaries as the universe. If you dig outside the box and you get outside of the universe, what the fuck is out of the universe, eh? Can you understand why she is afraid and why such people are afraid? What then? That it's thinking outside the box, and when the box has already infinite possibilities, you add infinite possibilities outside the box in the power of the infinity. That's a terrifying number. You get what I mean? So it's like infinite in the power of infinite. So you have infinite. How is that called? Hold on a second. My English are failing me. Multiplied. Yeah, I forgot. So infinite multiplied by 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 infinite, and that goes forever. Forever. What is these numbers, eh? That's why she's afraid and she's like, oh my god, what they can do. Because your brain works like that now. They have fucked your brain because they are mystics, okay? That's only a skilled one can do that, okay? I can do that, but I don't do it because I'm a good person. I have never used my powers like that. I only use them to protect you in the texts, and I was being very specific. I didn't tamper with them like that. I wasn't being a bad person. I just wanted to protect you specifically, and that was the like a defense. It was not attack. He was attacking the terms that I attacked, but I was defending you and I was being specific. Don't tamper with him or else. So I'm being very specific. Don't go against him, okay? But I can do that. Any mystic can do that, and it's terrifying. And I don't wanna abuse my powers with people. That's don't play God. Only God can decide who will fall, who will rise, who will die, who will be alive, and you shouldn't do that in the position of God. That's hella vain, hella arrogant, and you shouldn't do that. You should respect that you are human and God is God. Of course she's afraid. She shouldn't be afraid. I explained to you why.
I have no idea what to do next. Maybe talking to Jed will help me feel better.
No.
First, I need to get out of this dress. Might as well go talk to Jed now. I look better than I feel.
Let's go now to speak with him.
Hey, Jed.
There she is. Have a seat. Something tells me you've had a more exciting spring festival than you planned for.
You saw Pike arrest me.
Okay.
And let you go, apparently. Then there's that business with Ryan and Steph earlier today.
That's only what the devil would do, Zé. He's telling us that he knew that we are arrested, we were left by the policeman, and that we were with his son and Steph. Okay. He says, as the devil told God, I walked around the earth and so here I am. He said he noticed every fucking person on the planet, and then my father said, I saw you have laid your eyes on Job, who is the most perfect person. You remember that? So Satan said, I saw everybody, I saw everything. Okay? So that's what Jed is doing here. It's a typical devilish tactic by a mystic.
I wasn't sure why it took all three of you to work out Diane's lunch order.
Okay.
I know you're used to looking out for yourself. Gabe was like that. But Haven's a community. We help each other.
Okay.
I want to help you. But first, you have to let me know what's going on.
Fuck it. What have I got to lose?
Oh my god, I wouldn't speak. Take a shot. Typhon killed Gabe. Typhon threatened Ryan. Ugh, these are my options. I don't agree with anything of these. I would never go to a random person. You know me from anarchically royalists. I would never go to a random person and confess what I know. Typhon killed Gabe. No. Take a shot. Typhon threatened Ryan. Can I take a shot? Do I have other options? Oh my god, again these options. Oh no, I'm not saying Typhon killed Gabe. Typhon threatened Ryan. Let's speak about his son. Let's redirect the thoughts and the ideas about me to his son instead.
I've been chasing proof that Typhon was responsible for Gabe's death.
I would never do that, Zé. I disagree completely with all this. If you ask me what would you do, if he asked me I wanna help you, I would say I don't know, that's what I would say. Okay, I don't know. They say I stole Diane's USB. I didn't steal it. I didn't steal it. I I was still now what I'm saying is according to the game, okay? Because if we have to discuss what I would have done anyways, we would just write a completely different story because I wouldn't have worked the game like that. The game had me take the USB drive. It wasn't my choice. I had to do it according to the story, and I just chose what I preferred in the game. But this wouldn't be something I would have chosen if I had the chance to. But if he had asked me about what was made to be done in the story, like still the USB drive, I would say, what's going on? They called me in the police station. Pike called me the police station saying that I stole the USB of Diane. I didn't steal it. I know you said I was working with Steph and Ryan in her order, but the truth is she was very upset with Gabe, and we were discussing about her niece, some stuff about her job, and some stuff about Gabe's death and how I feel that maybe Typhon is involved. But we didn't do anything like that. After all this discussion, I didn't steal it and nobody else stole it. Ryan was sitting in the bar, and even more, Steph came to her and said she wants to date her. Did I say the truth? Yes, I said half the truth. I didn't say the entire truth. He can't prove that I stole the USB drive because I'm not confessing it. Does he know I did? Yes. But do I confess it? No. So he can't do anything more than that. Does that make any sense? This is how you work it. You are not playing truthfully, you are playing clever. Okay?
And I found out they buried something.
I would never say that, and you know that from my story, Anarchically Royalist. When they asked me, did you see anybody? No. No. You deflect, you redirect the attention, you lie, you don't say that you know, you don't. You hide that. You don't know what the person is thinking. You have to protect yourself.
A secret. Now they're threatening me. And Steph. And Ryan.
As I said, I wouldn't pick any of these sentences that the game gave me, okay?
Threatened? How?
Pike showed me photos. Typhon's been watching us. I'm not giving up, Jed. Not ever.
That's a very bad choice to do. Alex shouldn't say these things. She's like putting the gun in her head at this point. Like it's the same. It's like she's turning the gun in her head. Does she wants to die? I think she does at this point. She shouldn't be saying this stuff.
I know what they're hiding.
Okay. Okay. Zé, be ready to be fucked by a mystic. What is it? You knew. Ah, I wouldn't say any of this stuff, Zé. I wouldn't. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. So wrong. Zé, you are speaking with a guy that confesses that he knows what they are hiding, so you are guilty too. And why are you speaking to all these months? Why? And how did it come that now that I said these things that you say you know? Can you see that he's fucking with my head? Can you see it? If you are truthful, how do you know where I'm referring? She didn't exactly say what happened. She just says this very vaguely. Okay, he says this very vague. It's, oh my god, it's such a trap. It's such a trap. Hold on a second. I need to go to change my sanitary for my period. Okay. I'm trying to bring it closer to the camera as I can, so okay. Oh, these answers, they are so wrong. They are so fucking wrong. Zay, you should never ask for info like that from a mystic. Never. Don't. Better take the gun and pull the trigger in your head. That's easier. It's easier. It's less. You don't even need that much energy. Okay. Just do that. Do that. Okay. So, what is it? So you are asking a mystic who is lying anyways to lie even more to you, and how are you supposed to understand when you are not trained like me what is the truth and what is not the truth? And if you're like Helga, you have said that you would fish for information from the mystics because you wrote that in the Anarchically Royalist. Yes, I asked them, but I already knew my answer. So when Henry said what happened to Imogen, he knew that Imogen was not executed, so he allowed them to say that she was executed, and he knew they are lying. Maybe he didn't know exactly what happened to Imogen, but he knew she wasn't executed. That was the X. Okay, the equation had the result X equals Imogen didn't die in the execution. She was sentenced, not died. She was sentenced to Drakenstul. We don't know where she is. Is she dead? Is she alive? Where she is? Where she isn't? We don't know this question, but that's not the answer to the question. The answer to the question, the question is, Imogen isn't executed. That's the data we have, and they answered the question that Imogen was executed. So that's the data. So Henry knew the answer to the question he was asking. He didn't ask for details. He asked to know what they actually say about it. Okay, like he wanted to see them lying in action. That's what he was trying to do. He wasn't trying to learn from them. He learned everything he wanted to know in the back in the mansion, in the office. He didn't search for information from them. He wanted to see where they will lie, where they will agree, where they will disagree, and he wanted to fish them, to catch them in action. Where are they hiding stuff? What they are hiding, maybe. What if they disagree, for example, in the date of the execution, as they did, if I remember correctly, this is what I did, then that means that they know she was not executed and they are hiding something about it. Now, what exactly is that? Henry understood he had to figure out what happened that day of the execution. Like, what was that day of the execution? Maybe Imogen left for another city. Maybe she was killed in their own hands. That was the X he was trying to find after that. Where the spot, let's say, with the most radioactivity is the spot you have to search for the truth after that. Like, if they are like, yes, Stephen went to the bar, but after that he went to the beach, and then somebody says after that he went to the beach and then he went to the tavern, and somebody else says he didn't go to the tavern, he actually went to the Luna Park. The X spot Z, because you are not trained, that's what I'm explaining, is not where he ended up, where Stephen ended up. No. The question is where he went first. And everybody, one way or the other, agreed that he was somewhere, but they didn't agree where he was. The one person said Luna Park, the other person said the bar, I think I said, the other person said the tavern. All of them mentioned the tavern because the one person said he went to the bar, then they went to the beach. The other person said he went to the beach, then to the bar, or the tavern, whatever, and then said not tavern, Luna Park. So Stephen must have gone certainly to a tavern or a bar, and maybe also to a beach, because they always say these details. Don't take it for granted. Maybe they have agreed to say this side of the truth and they just disagree how they will say it. Maybe they are lying even in that, but this is a good starting point if you are trying to find answers. If Stephen ever, the day he was missed, he went missing, if he went to a beach or if he went to a tavern, a bar or a cafeteria. That's a good starting point. If you eliminate these cases, maybe you can search later for a Luna Park or anything, okay? But where there is so much activity, the tavern where he initially went, that's where you can actually navigate the entire story after that. But you have to think that for a moment, maybe it's not even the truth, because they say it, but maybe they came down and agreed, we will say this story, this version of the story, so we will be convinced, because Stephen is buried in the park, let's say, and he never went anywhere of these places. And maybe they are forgetting the version of the story they agreed to say. Maybe they said we will say tavern and then beach because we buried him, and then they say beach and tavern, and they mix it up because mystics are dumb usually. So before you understand such a case, you have to search in the taverns and the beaches, the initial part where he was initially, then when he went, and if you agree that nothing of this has happened, then okay, go back and see if there's something else, okay? So don't do that if you are not a mystic. Although I just know the who's and the hows with these people. I am around them for quite a long time, and I know how to navigate them. You don't, so don't do that. Don't just stay away from this. Let me do that. It's dangerous even for me. I mean, that's what I mean. But when Henry, when I am fishing for information, you see me saying, tell me more. I'm not asking for information, Zé. I'm asking to see how they will respond to me. I'm letting them speak. That's what I'm doing. Like when I'm fishing for information and I'm making them answer me questions. I'm not asking for info. I'm not trusting anything that comes out from their mouths. I'm gonna make myself clear in that. When I say, why do you say that? What do you think? You knew and you didn't answer, for example. I'm not trying to understand what they know. I'm not asking for knowledge. I'm asking to see. I try to hear in their voices how they sound when they speak. Okay, I'm trying to play robot. I'm hearing how they position their voices, their sentences, their grammar, their syntax, if they have any specific words they utter, as all people have specific words they say a lot of times. For example, I say many times obviously, use and essentially. You say many times in what sense, and you also say many times critical religions. You say a lot of times the word critical and the sentence in what sense. I hear how somebody speaks. I hear how they say it, how they frame their words, and what they are trying to do to me. I'm not hearing exactly the knowledge they're giving me. I'm trying to make sense from how they speak so I can actually defend myself, okay? So that's what I'm doing. Actually, they don't understand it when I'm doing. I'm letting them speak, and they expose themselves and their personality when they do that, and I can actually think while they're speaking, while I am hearing them speaking, talking, how to protect myself and how to answer them, like I can evaluate in these seconds that they are speaking what their mystical level is, how deep they are in the ocean. And if I see, like with Fitzgerald, when I'm reading him, I'm not trying to gain knowledge, I'm trying to see how he speaks. When I see Fitzgerald is actually very shallow mystic, then I can attack him from the deeper place in the ocean that I am. Does that make any sense? You understand how they think. So nothing of these sentences is something I would say you knew. What is it? The game is forcing me, though. It's not a very important answer to like it's not a sliced screen now that the answer is important. So let's say you knew. Let's see that.
Wait. You're telling me you knew that Typhon's crooked? This whole time?
Okay. She's not trained, and not even Tuджay was trained, I mean, because he's not a mystic. He didn't see it that this is an attack. I can see it because these are my people. She says you knew it. She doesn't suspect that he shouldn't say that if he is a good person, okay?
Typhon's the devil that runs this town.
Okay.
I've been carrying their secrets for far too long.
Okay.
I know what they buried in the mountains.
Okay.
Tell me.
I'll do one better. I'll show you.
Can you see the? Can you see the same mystical tactic that Jefferson had? He said, when I am finished, there will be no evidence behind. He wanted me to go to the junkyard. You get what I mean? He wanted me to go there to kill me. What does Jed do here, Zed? Exactly the same. He said, I won't tell you. I will show you. He wants to take me to the mountain to kill me in the mountain, so there will be no evidence left. And if you're like, Helga, this is very devilish, yes, Zed, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I would never ask this question, because this question will take a very bad answer, a very wrong answer. You can't deflect, you can't ignore, okay? You can't say that. If I was me, I would say, tell me whatever you wanna say. I'm not pressuring you. What would you like me to discuss? And I would play stupid just to make them speak. Let them speak. He doesn't speak there because he knows that when he will speak, he will show who he actually is, and he doesn't want that. He's very afraid. He knows that if he tries to sing soprano this moment, his voice will be unstable because he's afraid. He won't have any voice and breath control to sing. That's what I'm trying to say. So what he is doing here is trying to deflect that and say, look, I will show you. Do you remember when Tom Riddle in the Chamber of Secrets said to Harry, I won't tell you, I will show you. And what did he show there? Hagrid, he said, is that the person who opened the Chamber of Secrets was his no. Why? He didn't say he was the one that opened the chamber, no. He said, I will show you. I will show you. Do you understand what I mean? That's a mystical approach. What does it mean? There will be no evidence left when I will be done, and you think I will go to the junkyard. He wants you to make the decision to think Hagrid is the heir of Slytherin. He wants you to go to the junkyard. He won't say it. He wants you to think it yourself, that this is the thing that he's trying to say. He wants you to think yourself that Hagrid, because he likes monsters, opened the chamber and sent the basilisk to others. He wants you to believe that when you go to the mine, you will see the truth for no, doesn't work like that. No. When a mystic says, when somebody says, I will show you, I won't say, why aren't you speaking? Why do you want me so desperately to see the proof for myself? Why aren't you explaining it? Because you are hiding something and you want to redirect my thought and tamper with my head exactly as it gives you advantage, and it helps you shape my narrative and my personality. Because if I understand that you want me to say Typhon buried this and that, or if you want me to understand that Rachel's body will be gone, or that Hagrid is the heir of Slytherin and not you, because he was the heir of Slytherin and he said no, it's Hagrid. You want to deflect something, you want to hide something, and you want me to be saved like you and redirect my thoughts somewhere that I shouldn't go. You want to deceive me. That's what you are doing, okay? Never trust somebody that says I will show you, and don't ask stupid questions like you knew or what is it. Don't ask this. No. It's very, very wrong. It's actually very dangerous. And now this is dangerous, what she's doing. He said, I will show you. No, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't go to the mountain in the night to talk with this guy about something that serious. Never. Don't ever. If ever Fitzgerald, I'm telling you, I don't know if this is from my father, if Fitzgerald ever tells you I want to talk to you, don't go there. Don't. If he sends you a text and says I want to see you in my office, make sure it will be daylight and there will be people around you. If you can't have people, at least negotiate daytime. Okay, don't go at night and don't go in an isolated place. You don't know how they will deal with you, okay? If you remember, we had discussed about a night. Do you remember when you wanted to talk to me about a night you had? You remember that, okay? I'm not gonna say more. Never go at night anywhere with anybody that you don't know specifically who they are, like you know them personally, like you know me, for example. Never trust a text that says, see me in that alley, that hour, see you late. Never. No, never. If Fitzgerald wants to meet with you at night anywhere, let's say even under your house, pretend you are not in the house. I'm not saying that to terrify the shit out of you. I'm trying to protect you because I cannot be there to protect you myself, okay? Don't answer such an email. Don't answer such text. Don't meet with them. Any such person. Never. And that's like a red warning I'm giving you, okay? And I will show you now why. You don't know how they can use anything against you. Anything.
There, up ahead.
Where are we?
Middle of nowhere.
Do
About
you
2
see?
clicks that way is the mining site where you search for Ethan. 5 clicks that way is town.
What is this thing?
Ventilation shaft. They're scattered everywhere. Over the years, mines grow into mines, creating a labyrinth under Haven. What you're searching for is down below.
What is it, Ze? Why isn't he saying us what is there? Can you see he's trying to kill us? Can you see it? You shouldn't be there, Ze. You mustn't go there. You mustn't ask questions from such a person that shows that he knows, and go inside his mouth, the mouth of the wolf, like that. I'm not trying to scare the shit out of you, and I say again, if any of these people that you're working with wants to isolate you, or anything like the other night happens again, never go again alone in the dark with anybody. Anybody. I'm trying to protect you here because if we are together, yes, I can navigate them and see what they are about, but before I am with you, never trust anybody, because I have seen you trust people very easily and you end up in troubles. Don't trust anybody. Never again. I'm not trying to make you feel upset and guilty or anything, but if I were with you, if you had texted me that night, Helga, I am upset and I will go in a place, okay? You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say anything more. I would have told you, don't go there. That's what I would tell you. I would tell you, use another route. You get what I mean? Use another route. Do something else. Don't do that. Okay? You get what I mean? I know you get what I mean. Okay? You know what I'm saying. I would tell you, don't do that. No. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. If you had texted me and said, Helga, I am upset and I really need to go to a specific place right now, I would say no, don't. I'm telling you not to make you feel like you are stupid. I'm trying to teach you how these things work, and I urge you, the next time you will feel a desperation like that, to not let your emotions like take over your mind for a moment and think and say, no, I can't do that. Date time, and with people, and if not, at least compromise the sunlight at least, okay? Even that is not enough for some people, but I guarantee you people are afraid of the sun, so compromise that and never again do that as Jefferson and as Alex is doing here, okay? With the Max with the other game and Alex here, never.
Jed, why are you sad?
Zach, can you see that both games have the same element? This is very serious.
I'm sorry, kid.
Put the gun down. What's happening? Okay. Let's put this higher so we can see. Put the gun down. What's happening? Put the gun down, I would say, but it's useless. It's useless, both of them.
Okay. Just put the gun down.
I tried to talk you out of it. Scare you off?
Didn't I say he tried? I didn't remember that he said that. I don't remember it, seriously. Do you remember when I said that he's trying to scare us not to go to Mac? He tried to. Now he confesses it, and I didn't remember that. I just saw it in the spiritual language.
I was sure those pictures of Ryan and Steph would do the trick.
Ah, he was the one that was watching us. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
But you were relentless. Won't leave damn well enough alone.
You don't have to do this.
I do. 12 years ago, I made a mistake. The kind of thing that you can't undo. But Typhon made me a deal. A way to save my town. Give my boy a normal life. I never wanted Gabe to get hurt.
Go to hell.
Oh my god. Can you see Zen what I'm talking about? Well, sometimes you have to die to stay alive, that's the truth, and you know, if you don't die with my father, you can't be alive then. So, yeah, I guess it's not a miss, it's a win, essentially. So, Pike let Alex go after she removed his fear. Pike convinced Alex to sign Typhon's affidavit, so we didn't do that. So, Pike let Alex go after she removed his fear. Okay. Alex gave her rose to Ryan. Alex didn't sit at the bonfire. Alex didn't sit on the couch. Alex didn't meet Steph didn't meet Alex on the rooftop. Steph didn't meet Alex on the rooftop because the other choices were Steph and Alex shared the kiss. Steph and Alex hugged. Steph and Alex mused about moving to Berlin. Steph and Alex mused about moving to Salem. Steph and Alex mused about moving to the ocean, like Empress Athena. Okay, Ryan and Alex mused about her working in the record store. Alex and Ryan mused about her working in the Black Lantern. That's why we did. And Alex didn't meet Steph. Ryan didn't meet Alex on the rooftop. Okay, Ryan and Alex shared the kiss. Ryan and Alex hugged. Ryan didn't meet Alex on the rooftop. We said Ryan and Alex shared the kiss. Okay. Last one. Alex and Charlotte shared a bittersweet moment in the festival. Alex revealed Eleanor's illness and Riley stayed. The other options were Riley went away to college. Riley had already decided not to go to school. Alex didn't find Riley at the bus stop. Okay. Ducky joined the festival after dancing with Alex. Alex didn't use her power with Ducky. We did that. Alex helped the Jelly Bean Counter win the contest. Alex didn't help the Jelly Bean Counter. We did that. Alex didn't talk to the diner buyer. I didn't see him. Alex helped the diner buyer with his My blog post. Okay, Alex got the guy and girlfriends together. Alex didn't help them admit their feelings. Okay, we did that. So, let's go to the main menu now. So, we actually did the last chapter. Now we are the pre-last chapter. Now we are in the last chapter. Tomorrow we will finish off the game for good, I suppose, or if it's very big I will separate it into 2 parts, part 1 and part 2, depends how we will see it, and then probably we will play Life is Strange Before the Storm and stuff like that, and probably also Donkey Kong, you know. Anyways, love you very much. Hope you liked this tutorial. Don't you ever meet anybody in the night. Anybody. When I say anybody, I mean strictly anybody. The only person I permit you to meet at night is me. Because I'm not gonna hurt you like that, okay? Like Alex with forget his name, Jed, and Max with Jefferson and Nathan. Never meeting at night with anybody, because when they say come and meet me in that alley, in that mountain, in that junkyard, don't get yourself into trouble like Bella with the people that wanted to rape her. You remember when Edward had to save her skin? She didn't play very cleverly. She isolated herself with people that she didn't know and their intentions, okay? So, hope this explains some stuff. Love you very much. Hope you contact me and I will see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye.